Morning. Okay, so yesterday the market worked out to be exactly the way I had planned. A highly volatile market, and we had also seen some amount of retracement from 36,800. So I think a lot of people are actually sitting over there to short the market. Anyways, we are also going to go to the option chain, and we are going to find out some OI data, okay, to make things a bit more easy for us. Let's see how and where the max pain is. And yeah, I think this support is also going to be an important support for today, but we can easily break this. Today I would not go with any morning trade. The morning trade would actually, to be honest, it's looking to the downwards, more to this side, which is 36,456. If I were to, if I had to take a trade, then good morning, Shubham. How are you doing? So yesterday, the target was met perfectly, exactly at 37,000. I had shorted the market, exited half quantity over here at this green candle, and left half quantity, and we got a really nice target. So, anyways, I had left my system, and that's the hack which I also found. Now the market is open, guys, and yeah, as mentioned, if I were to take a trade, then I would take a trade to the downwards, but a lot of support, a lot of demand zone over here. So let's just mark some of the levels which would be holding for today at least. Again, volatility would be there, and we have a few companies lined up like Alphabet, and I guess Alphabet, and there was one more company which we have, uh, where we have some type of news which would be coming out, and the data would reflect some amount of volatility. And also we have the Fed news, so a lot of volatile movements to be captured. If you are seeing a profit in your screen, then make sure that you don't book a small profit, because Banknifty would be giving a huge amount of profit this week. So as expected, guys, I would, as mentioned, if I were to go, I had to take a trade, then I would have gone short in this market. But the demand zone, I mean the demand and supply zone, you can see a lot of buyers and sellers are over here exactly at 36,500. Let's see how this goes. Minus 42%, 43, because the pressure was there from yesterday. Looking at the price action, this again was a buy somewhere over here exactly at 2 o'clock, but it went up, created a distribution phase, and then it came down with this sharp candle. It was quite relevant that the market is weak and the market would not go down. But let's see if it comes down to this point itself. It can come down to that point. There's not much of a support holding it back. You can say this point is also a good point for bank. And we are just checking the option chain, and let's see, Nifty. First checking Nifty, and well, not okay. 16,550. There is some amount of build up in 16,700, and okay, 16,500, we are seeing a good amount of uh, put being shorted over there. So yeah, 16,500. If I just come to Nifty's chart once, 16,500 would be a good support, although it's the way it's breaking. uh, it's a good thing. It's a volatile day as expected, but this support might actually hold. All right. If you want to take any entry right now, there is one risky entry in Nifty, but it's against the trend. I would not recommend it. As you see, there is one support over here. So if I actually wanted to go long for uh, say for a small scalp, I would go long, but provided that it makes some type of rejection over here. Not go for an aggressive entry, but if it's breaking just with one candle, it might be a short call too, but we have to wait. Okay, this is a proper demand zone. 16,500 would be a better point to go long. The way it's breaking, okay, it has broken that level, so there's no point in going long right now. But just after a break, just after that huge red candle, I would not be going short. I would wait for some price action, but it might take a rejection over here, which is a really nice zone. That will indicate the market is a bit weak if it takes a rejection. Once it takes some type of rejection, then we can enter into a trade, a short trade, for not a huge target, because shorting happened in the morning itself. I think Nifty opened with a gap up here. Yeah, it opened with a gap up, a small gap up, and yeah, it's taking a rejection. Let's see how good the rejection is, and then we can go for a single trade. Okay, perfect rejection. Okay, and yeah, short trade. If you want to go for a short trade over here, let's see the RR which is forming. So say you have taken it over here, not getting much of a target, although yeah, this is a really important zone. 16,500 and 16 and 16,495. So yeah, 500, 493. These would be crucial zones for Nifty to actually bounce. But right now I think it's better we don't take any trade, because it not getting a favorable risk to reward ratio. Let's just watch the action right now, what is happening. But yes, we did get a rejection over here, and as I had mentioned previously, that the market had rallied a lot and now it's correcting itself, which is a healthy stance by the market. Let's just check what bank is doing. I think a lot of premium decay also would be happening today. Let's just observe this candle and see how everything goes. All right. Still looking like it actually might create some amount of false signal over here, but after this dodgy candle we might actually see some amount of continuation pattern. But let me just check in the bigger time frame, because there are a lot of people sitting over there. Clearly it's showing a bearish price action in the 45-minute time frame, and we do have a lot of scope towards the downside, guys, because there's a huge gap which we can cover. Okay, and Nifty has made that gap pretty nicely, 16,355. So it might even come down to fill that gap, which is a really nice target if someone is going short. Checking bank once, it's struggling to go down beyond that point, but it's also like an M pattern or a double top pattern which the market has created, and this pattern is a really good pattern if the market creates it on top. If it's creating a W pattern in the bottom or an M pattern in the top of the market, then it can be a really nice pattern. Again, I had mentioned in the morning itself that I'll be shorting the market if I were to take a trade. So yeah, that's the thing. And as you can see, guys, we are in a profit, no doubt about it, that the market is a bit slow today, but I expect the market to be fast in the morning hours at least. Okay, we can see a good amount of selling once this point is broken, 36,519, and Bank Nifty is actually coming to par with Nifty right now. I have just opened this option chain by Sensible, which shows me the live option data, because that's the best thing which we want, right? As you can see, 16,000. Okay, 16,500. A lot of people are sitting over here, and once this breaks, we can find a nice downside as well. But that's holding. Okay, let's just go back to our 5-minute time frame. The way it has went up, it was highly risky. So it also might happen that we might see some amount of consolidation till the midday, and then maybe we might see some type of breakout. But it's coming down quite strongly, and many people would say that this candle over here, this green candle, is some type of hanging man or a reversal candle. Guys, those candle only works when we have gone down a lot, and in this case we didn't go down a lot, although there's a support over here, 36,500. Yeah, time decay is definitely happening today. and once it takes a bounce, then we can't. It was expected actually that bank will take some amount of bounce, but we have to wait for this to break. If you had shorted previously, then still I think you are in a profit. The point we can see. So that's something which is dangerous for option buyers, because we would be losing the time and the intrinsic value just like this, right? All the gains would be lost, and some of it would also be converted into, I mean, huge amount of losses. Now the thing is, will we actually go up from here? And chances are low, because it's more of a consolidation phase, I would say. But let's see what happens. If you have shorted the market, then this should have been your exit, this rejection candle over here. Because after this candle, if it's making a rejection candle, then uh, there is a potential of a pullback from those sides. Again, the market is not super negative, but yes, it's making an M pattern on top of the market, which might actually suggest that the market has gone up too much, and there is some amount of correction which needs to be taken place in the market. Okay. And guys, I have recently opened a Discord. All right. And because the Telegram has, I mean, someone has hacked my Telegram, so I have a Discord channel, and I'll be sharing the link with you over there. I think it would be much more safer. So this is what I was actually expecting, guys. But let's see what happens. We'll wait for the next candle. We're waiting for this point to break, but we're not deciding on anything before it breaks. Okay. 36,560. A good red candle, guys. Now waiting for a nice down move, but we're not getting any down moves, to be honest. $36,529. It seems like we are breaking it. We're taking a nice amount of rejection, and let's see if we can break this point. Okay, 36,000, a huge amount of demand over here. And if you break the demand zone, then only we can go up. I mean, sorry, go down. Yeah, go down there. A lot of time decay is happening exactly at this point, guys. 36,555. Huge amount of time decay. A good rejection candle. Okay, and now we have to change our view for at least some time because of this green candle. But let's see uh, how much it will hold. This support is holding out to be quite good, guys. And oh, Nifty is sorry, Nifty is just near its really strong support at 16,500. Bank is not going down at all. 36,500. We are checking 36,500 CE and 36,500 PE. These are the two which are in the money, and looks like CE is still really costing 519 rupees. It's costing, and yeah, I think it's a bit more in the money than PE, so that justifies its cost. But I think we are going to get a good downside. We still did not get any upward signal or anything, so I think, and even in the price action, it signifies that the market would be going down from here. Sorry. A lot of slowness observed right now in the market. This was expected, guys, because yesterday we had a nice momentum, and today the market would go quiet for some time is expected. But once it breaks this point, we are going to get a good rally. But I think we are going to consolidate over here for it to break. Like, we're going to go up and down exactly at this point for this to actually break. Okay, we can just consolidate over here for some time, and then it can create a price action to go down. But we'll have to wait for that and see how it goes. Okay, nice candle right off the bat. 36,000 taking a bounce, but it can break this. If you still have your short position on, then I mean, hats off to you. But at this point, if it's not breaking, then you should square off your short position. And I think you did get a nice amount of points, about 150 points in the morning itself, so that's good. But owing to the time decay, I don't think that would have reflected much in the options, even if you would have taken the ITM options. Hmm. India ranks third in the number of billionaires globally, 2021. Wow. But beating China would be a difficult thing for India to be a superpower. But I think that by 2050 we might see that India is one of the world's biggest superpower because it has a lot of potential in it, and the population obviously. We have a huge labor force which, if utilized properly, can create immense uh, growth. I mean, immense potential and bring the economy up. So we are breaking, guys. Okay, we are breaking it nicely. 36,507, and let's see how much the put option is right now. 480. Started at, made a low of 405. Now it's at 480. I'm talking about the in the money put option. 36,500 in the money put option. Okay, bounce is happening over here. Let's just go ahead and check Nifty. Nifty is dangerously close to its support zones, and if it's that close to its support zone, then can be very dangerous, guys. All right. 16,515. Although we did break this point, but you just look at this candle, huge candle in the morning itself, from 16,637 to almost, it's almost a 100 points candle in Nifty, that too, which is a huge thing. But as expected, guys, some amount of rejection exactly at that point. 36,500. We are going to struggle and probably make a price action. The more it struggles, the more the decay happens, and perhaps we are going to get a good amount of downward movement also from those levels. Nifty minus 59%. It has to break it fast the way it's breaking. Still in the morning hours, and it would be still holding this level, guys. Okay, creating some type of volatile movement over here, but it's holding it quite nicely. 528. 36,461 will also be a challenge to break. A lot of support on the way, but if we get a good momentum, then we can break all of them. Once this is broken, there's nothing to stop Bank Nifty from going down. At least these small price action demand zones would not be an issue, but the pullbacks would be an issue. And this pullback over here, 35,876, all of these gaps will be filled, which I believe this might happen in this week itself. If Jerome Powell, he gives a statement that we are going to hike the rate by 1% instead of 0.75%, so that would create a lot of negativity in the market, and eventually the market will go down in a really bad way. Alright guys, I think going to close down the stream because it's going to create some amount of volatility. Do keep a watch, and if there's any good levels, then we'll try to inform you. Okay, and I'll try to link the Discord link in the description of this channel. All right, take care, bye.